for tonight's game between the Pro-Am All-Stars and your Alaska Goldpanners. At this time, let's meet the starting lineup for the Pro-Am All-Stars. Batting first, number 18, third baseman Daniel Briones. Batting second, number 16, shortstop Devin Alvarez. Batting third, number 3, catcher Carlos Morales. Batting fourth, number 2, right fielder Nick Blakeney. Batting fifth, number 17, first baseman CJ Berthon. Batting sixth, number 13, designated hitter David Trujillo. Batting seventh, number 21, left fielder Jeremiah Sanchez. Batting eighth, number 3, second baseman Robert Castillo. Batting ninth, number 6, center fielder Tyler Oviedo Cowens. Starting on the mound for the Pro-Am All-Stars, number 5, Gabriel Bernanasiri. The Pro-Am All-Stars are coached by Jacob Castillo, Jacob Dominguez, and Michael Miranda.
North to Alaska, go north to Russia's home.
Now let's meet the starters for your Alaska Goldpanners. Batting first, number 9, second baseman Cole Clark. Batting second, number 12, center fielder David Shackelford. Batting third, number 33, catcher Efron Ortega. Batting fourth, number 35, designated hitter Jamie Mullen. Batting fifth, number 16, third baseman Vince Vengerlo. Batting sixth, number 3, right fielder Garrett Davidson. Batting seventh, number 15, shortstop Lucas Shermer. Batting eighth, number 20, left fielder Evan Rolbecki. Batting ninth, number 11, first baseman Alex Garcia. Starting on the mound for your Alaska Goldpanners, number 36, Connor Wolf. Your Alaska Goldpanner coaches are Vince Payne, Dave Dawson, Matthew Gonzalez, and Andrew Trotman. And your Alaska Goldpanners are led by the manager, Carlos Gonzalez. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats in honor of America with the playing of our national anthem. If we can direct your attention to the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch. Throwing out the first pitch tonight, please welcome Jordan Lucas, a sales professional at Lithia Chevrolet GMC of Fairbanks.
Well, greetings everyone. We are live here in, still very, very smoky Alaska. Fairbanks, to be exact, here in the Golden Heart. It's been a smoky time here since we got back from Grand Forks, and really it has been for quite a while now. Had some rain overnight, a little bit today, but then it stopped, and all these clouds are now just keeping in the smoke. But it's cooler, a little cooler today. And here we are. It's time for Game 5 of this 6-game set between the Alaska Goldpanners and the Pro-Am All-Stars, the Pro-Ambition All-Stars from Southern California. Goldpanners from right here in Fairbanks. Panners' 11-game win streak came to an end last night as the All-Stars turned the table on the Goldpanners with a late rally. Panners led 4-2 in the 9th and lost 5-4. The streak had to come to an end sometime. And the All-Stars win their first game of the series. Panners have taken 3 of the first 4. One more win will clinch the series. Panners are 18-5 now on the year. All-Stars are 1-3. And we are ready to go here from Fairbanks as Connor Wolf gets the ball for the Goldpanners tonight. Connor Wolf, the 6'3" right-handed senior from Central Missouri, senior to be at a school to be determined after 3 years at Central Missouri, the Tipton, Missouri native. And the first pitch from the Wolf of Missouri comes at 6:34 p.m. local time. Glad to have you with us. Garrow Von Dane here in the press box. Bam Bam Burnley on the cameras. Raleigh Johnson on public address. Tell us who you are on the YouTube chat. Strike is called on Daniel Briones. Daniel Briones, one of the 2 Briones brothers on the team. Catcher from Faulkner University. Lifts one high and deep to left. And no one's going to catch up to this one as it will one-hop the wall in deep left center field. Briones jogging into second with a leadoff double. All-Stars have had success in first innings in this series. They have scored runs in the last 2 ball games in the first inning. And they have hits in the first inning in all but 1 game. And let's see what Connor Wolf can do here. Wolf facing Devin Alvarez. He'll be followed by Carlos Morales. That's ball 1 inside. Nick Blakeney in the cleanup spot. CJ Berthon batting 5th. David Trujillo in the 6th spot. He's the designated hitter tonight. Jeremiah Sanchez 7th. Rob Castillo 8th. And Tyler Oviedo Cowens will bat 9th. Softly hit up the middle. Fielded by the shortstop Shermer. Throws on to first for the 6-3 ground out. Sliding over to third goes Daniel Briones with 1 down for Carlos Morales.
Number 3, catcher, Carlos
Defensively
Morales.
for the Goldpanners, Efren Ortega behind the dish today. Alex Garcia, the start at first. Cole Clark at second. Luke Shermer, you heard there at short, and Vinny Venverlo at third. The infield drawn in here with 1 out and a runner at third base, and runs coming at a premium lately. And it's 1-0. The outfield, Evan Rolbecki in left, David Shackelford in center, and Garrett Davidson's in right. Wolf's pitch misses away. It's 2-0. 1 out, runner at third. Just underway here in the top of the first. It's Lithia Chevrolet GMC night here at the ballpark. That ball is hammered to left. Rolbecki will jog and then stop at the warning track as that ball bounces off of 2nd Avenue into the Curling Club parking lot. Absolute bomb from Carlos Morales, and it is 2-0 All-Stars. They do it again in the first inning. A 2-run home run with 1 out in the top of the first. And the All-Stars have a 2-0 lead. The Panners will play from behind again. Panners almost had their
Now batting, number 2,
sixth
right
straight
fielder,
comeback
Nick
win
Blakely.
last night. Because they had come from behind and take a 4-2 lead. We're in the 9th inning, and then it slipped away. But everyone just really had to shrug it off and say, well, it's going to happen sometime. But every game has been pretty much down to the wire. All-Stars have done a good job here in this tournament in Fairbanks, or this series. 2-0 pitch. Misses outside 3-0 on Nick Blakeney, who was a starting pitcher a couple nights ago. Two-way player. A left-handed hitter with a 3-0 count. And he takes a strike. Blakeney, a freshman from Hawaii Pacific. The smoke is, as it's ball 4, worse than it has been the entire time we've been here.
Now batting, number 17, first baseman.
The rain helped the fires a little bit so far and the cooler temperatures, but the smoke, we're at a air quality index of 181. Oh, somebody found that baseball out in the curling club parking lot. C.J. Berthon batting with a runner at first. 2 runs are already in here. Connor Wolf. Is really still trying to get on track. Three and one. Wolf gets a swing and a foul tip into the glove. It's the 9th appearance for Wolf this summer. There's 15 innings pitched. This one is popped over Wolf. They'll flip to second for 1. That's the only out they'll get. Nice little underhand toss from Shermer to Clark.
Coming to the plate, number 13, designated hitter.
For the force
David
out,
Trujillo.
fielder's choice, Berthon. And now here's the designated hitter, David Trujillo. Runner takes off. Here's the throw from Ortega, and it's perfect. Efron Ortega throws out Berthon. Caught stealing ends the top of the first, but the All-Stars score 2 on the 1-out, 2-run home run from Carlos Morales. Goldpanners coming to bat. Goldpanners and Pro-Am All-Stars here on a smoky, breezy night. Growden Memorial Park, Fairbanks, Alaska. Cooler temperatures, that's a bonus. Strike is called on the leadoff spot, Cole Clark from Gabriel Baramasiri. Baramasiri, the right-handed redshirt freshman from Chaffey College. Facing Cole Clark, then David Shackelford and Efren Ortega. It's quickly 1-2 on Clark. A leadoff spot with the Goldpanners down 2-zip. Jamie Mullen in the cleanup spot, as I mentioned, the DH. Vinny Venverlo batting 5th, Garrett Davidson 6th, Lucas Shermer in the 7th spot, Evan Robecki 8, and Alex Garcia batting 9th. The Panners get some first inning runs. They have been slow to get going offensively since getting back from Grand Forks. There's a high pop fly towards the line, tracked down by Sanchez. Clark is out number 1. Defensively for the All-Stars, catching is Carlos Morales, CJ Berthan at first, Robert Castillo at second, Devin Alvarez, the shortstop, Daniel Briones is at third base, Jeremiah Sanchez in left, Ty Oviedo Cowens in center, and Nick Blakeney is in right. Check the road situation. Got to drive to Anchorage tonight after the game. Unfortunately, that rain overnight and the cooler temperatures has helped things a little bit. Here's the 1-0 to Shack, and he takes a strike. That they are piloting cars through, but there are still long wait times. There's a couple of areas, one near Healy and the one got stuck in last time between here and Nenana. The one that's closer to Healy, the one that's called the Bear Creek Fire, is massive, but it's a little bit away from the highway right now. You can see all the burned out trees when it passed across the highway. But it is, you see these huge clouds of smoke coming up. So hopefully we can get through tonight without too much delay. Here's 2-2 to Shackelford from Baranasiri. Grounded towards third. Briones across the diamond in time. Brings up Efren Ortega with 2 outs and the bases empty. Yeah, the Panners have been slow to get the offense going again. Been relying on good pitching, solid defense, and really late runs, late rallies. Try to get a big inning somewhere. So strange how it changed dramatically in Grand Forks. But Panners without some of those bats too. Luke Thiel was lost, and Ortega, doesn't matter where he's playing, he's always getting base hits. There's another one, 2-out single for Efron. And the Panners are without Luke Thiel. It will be for the rest of the summer. They are without Ian Armstrong, although he pinch hit in the 9th inning last night. But he's working through some health things. Do not know if he's going to stay right now. His parents are here. Talked to Dad for a while yesterday and a little bit before today's game. "69 degrees here at game time. And the air quality index, I was wrong, it's 189. It's unhealthy, Bam Bam. You know, in the old days, There were bars that people smoked in and restaurants. This is like living in it. I know you weren't around for those years, but that's what it kind of was like. And airplanes. Cigarettes on airplanes, man. Jamie Mullen, the batter, designated hitter. The good old days, yeah. You know what's really wild, Burnley? My high school had a smoking area.
This was like pre-21 age.
Yes, there was no age for tobacco back then, and they had to have a nice, safe place in the school for people to be able to smoke during class. Swing and a miss, and Mullins strikes out. The Goldpanners, no runs on one base hit. Go to the second inning. The All-Stars have a 2-0 lead here in Fairbanks.
Number 13, designated hitter, David Trujillo.
Connor Wolf on the hill for the top of the second inning here at Growden Memorial Park, Fairbanks, Alaska. Swing and a miss. David Trujillo, the designated hitter, followed by Jeremiah Sanchez. And Trujillo strikes out looking. Connor Wolf, first strikeout. A couple of
Coming to the plate, number 21, left fielder.
bumps in the road in the first inning, a leadoff double, then a one-out, two-run home run for Carlos Morales. And it's 2-0 All-Stars, and Wolf mentioned that he's had his struggles here this summer. Connor missed the season this year with a back injury, and it's impossible to tell how much that is affecting him. You have to think any kind of back injury is going to make it difficult to come back from. He's trying to find effectiveness and consistency here this summer. It's been a little bit elusive so far. Everyone's talks about his arm and his stuff, and everybody watches that ball die on the line. Little indecisiveness between Wolf and Ortega, so the runner is safe at first on a bunt single.
Coming to the plate, number 3, second baseman, Robert Castillo.
Runner at first with one out for Rob Castillo. Castillo with a no ball, 1 strike count. Swing and a miss. 0-2 Wolf. Making his 9th appearance. He has thrown 15 innings before this ball game. Runner takes off from first. Here's the throw from Ortega, and and trying to short hop it was Clark fielding that ball, and it skipped off the heel of the glove. So runner is safe. Was going to be a close play, but a stolen bag for Sanchez. Into scoring position with 1 out for Castillo, who has a ball and 2 strikes. 15 innings for Wolf this year, 14 earned runs on 27 hits. 27 hits over those 15 innings. And he strikes out Castillo. It's a big second out. Brings up Tyler Oviedo Cowens in the 9th spot. 11 strikeouts and 7 walks for Wolf. And for much of what we've seen, that's a lot of hits that he's given up. The guys aren't necessarily hitting the ball hard, but a lot of guys making contact. And this one has popped up high in the infield. Wolf wanted it, and Garcia calls him off. So a bunt single, and that's it. No runs. 1 hit, 1 left on. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Panners trail at 2-zip here in Fairbanks.
Baseman Vince Verlo.
Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision. We go to the bottom of the second inning. And it's 2-0 Pro-Am All-Stars. 2 runs on 3 hits, no runs, 1 hit for the Goldpanners. Panners got a base hit, a 2-out single from Efren Ortega in the first. And now Vinny Venverlo grounds one towards third. Couple steps back. Briones fields and throws on to first.
Number 3, right fielder,
Venverlo out number 1
Davidson.
brings up Garrett Davidson. Panners with that 5-4 loss last night. That's the first time they'd suffered defeat since the Midnight Sun game back on June 20th. Well, I guess June 21st officially. Since the Goldpanners returned from Grand Forks, they're batting .246 here in Fairbanks. Before Grand Forks, we're batting .218. When we were in Grand Forks, it was over .350. Scored 20 runs in a game, 16 in another. But now 12 hits over the last 2 games. prior to this one. 2-0 pitch, called a strike on Garrett Davidson, who pitched yesterday. Davidson, the right fielder today, followed by Luke Shermer. But not to be lost in the weeds yesterday was the good effort from starting pitcher Raymond Padilla. A rare start for Ray, goes 5 2/3. Gives up 2 runs, but they both came in the first, and then he settled in. So just 2 runs total over 5 2/3 on only 4 base hits, and he only walked 1 in the game. Strike called. Garrett Davidson trying to give the Goldpanners a base runner here, and he destroys one to right. Davidson, a blast over the right field fence. That one got out in a hurry. And Garrett Davidson gets the Goldpanners on the board. The much-needed spark here in the second inning. Solo shot down the right field line. He's shown that power this year since arriving last week. Hit some long foul ball outs, foul ball with plenty of distance. And that one, a no-doubter. 2-1 ball game. Here's Lucas Shermer. And Shermer hits one high and deep to left. Going back and watching it short hop the wall is the left fielder Sanchez. And Shermer races into second with a double. Couple of hard hit balls back to back here for the Goldpanners off Gabriel Baranasiri. Here's Evan Rolbecki. He's wearing number 20 tonight for unknown reasons. Last night, Izzy Diaz, who normally wears 6, was wearing 44. Rolbecki batting with the tying run in scoring position here in the second. The strike is called. Ground ball to first. Baranasiri covers the bag in plenty of time. 3-1 ground out. Shermer moves to third on the play. Rolbecki out number 1, or out number 2. And here's Alex Garcia in the 9th spot. Want to know Alex Garcia, hometown kid in his 4th season with the Goldpanners, but maybe not his last. We'll see what the future holds for Alex. Pops this one back towards us, and it drops into the seats. Yeah, I saw that guy in the Lal Elzado jersey at Safeway today. What a coincidence. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, hit softly to the right side. Baranasiri races to the bag to cover the throw, but it's super high, and in to score is Shermer. So Garcia is safe at first, as that ball was lollipopped by Berthon over Baranasiri's head. Yeah, now what's Coach Gonzalez arguing? Does he want to see if Garcia should automatically be going to second base right now, depending on where that baseball wound up? error charged to first baseman C.J. Berthon. And they are indeed awarding Agar second base.
Something, I don't know.
Top of the order now for Cole Clark. Yet a strike is called. Clark flew out to left to lead off the bottom of the first inning. Goldpanners have tied the game here in the second. Put the ball in play, good things happen, especially when you have some speed like Alex Garcia racing up the line. Panners with a 3-1 series lead, trying to clinch the series with a win tonight. There's one more to go tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. And here's the one-strike pitch. Ooh, close one. 1-1 on the leadoff spot, Cole Clark, freshman to be at UC Irvine. The 1-1 from Varanasiri is outside 2-1. There are 2 outs, but now the go-ahead run is at second base. Clark so far 2 for 11 as a Goldpanner. And here's the 2-1 delivery. Garcia at second base, dancing all over the place, and Varanasiri steps off. Everyone yells balk as they do. Goldpanners with that loss yesterday fall to 11-5 here at home, but still unbeaten on the road. Next road game will be at the NBC World Series in Wichita, Kansas. And it's ball 4.
Coming to the plate, center fielder David Shackelford.
Well, the inning continues. A long inning here for the Goldpanners against Varanasiri, who faced just 4 batters in the first and worked quickly. And now, David Shackelford becomes the latest Goldpanner with an opportunity to drive in another run. Shaq grounded out to third in his first at-bat. Junior from Hope International. Lines this one, and it's under the glove of the second baseman, Castillo. Garcia will score. They'll hold Clark at third. Shaq safe at first. And another error charged to the All-Stars.
Ortega.
Time is called as Jacob Dominguez wants to come out. Hard hit ball. It was a tough play, but no doubt Castillo should have got glove on it. And the Panners have taken a 3-2 lead here in the second inning. Conference on the mound. And Efren Ortega will be the batter, so the task does not get easier for Gabriel Varanasiri here. With Ortega coming up 1 for 1 in the game. And batting .324 on the year. I mentioned yesterday he's the run contribution percentage leader on the team with a number of 181. And remember, I posted that article so that explains run contribution percentage. I wrote it, goodness, 20 years ago or so. But you can see that on my Twitter, @VoiceOfGman. It's interesting, no matter how you look at it. Strike is called on Efren Ortega, formerly of Long Beach State. And 0-1 from Baranasiri. And a quick throw to first as they try to pick off the runner, but safe is Shackelford. Colt Clark is over at third. 3 runs have scored in the inning. A solo home run from Garrett Davidson. Then Shermer doubled. And Alex Garcia reached on an error that brought a run in. And then Shackelford also reaching on an error that brought another run in. Here's the 1-1, and it's down and away. Efren Ortega with a 2-2 count. And off the fist, and it's tracked down by the shortstop Alvarez. Final out here in the second inning, but the Panners score 3. We'll head to the third. 3-2 Goldpanners.
Leading off the top of the third baseman, Daniel Briones.
Garrow Von Dane back here at Growden Memorial Park, Fairbanks, Alaska. Another smoky night from all the wildfires around the state. Goldpanners with a 3-2 lead now after putting up a 3 spot at the bottom of the second. Connor Wolf on the hill. This one is popped up. And Alex Garcia underneath it will make the catch. Quickly one out here on top of the third. Daniel Briones.
Coming to the plate.
Out number 1 brings up Devin Alvarez, the shortstop, followed by Carlos Morales. Alvarez 6-3 ground out his first time against the right-hander Connor Wolf. Some scoring changes in the bottom of the second inning. The Shackelford hit is now a hit. So he's 1 for 2. and gets an RBI. So 3 runs, 4 hits for the Goldpanners, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Pro-Am All-Stars. The series will wrap up tomorrow night. Then an off day before Team Philippines comes to town. The team based in California of players of Filipino descent. Ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit for Alvarez. And a 1-out single for the Pro-Am All-Stars. They have hit safely in each of the first 3 innings so far. But really, the big picture, Connor Wolf wants to have a good, solid, long outing here today. Something that has been elusive. Coach Carlos Gonzalez chose Connor to be the starting pitcher for the Midnight Sun game. High praise as this one is hit high and deep to center field. And Shackelford, step in front of the warning track, makes the catch. Morales homered in the first inning. He gave that one a ride too, about 375 feet.
Coming to the plate, right fielder Nick Blakeney.
And here's Nick Blakeney. And Wolf, that was big praise, big responsibility starting the Midnight Sun game. Things didn't go the way he wanted. But again, trying to work his way back from a back injury and not playing all spring. And here's the 1-0. Fastball for a strike. But, you know, you're going to have struggles sometimes in baseball and summer ball. And from what the guys are saying, Connor's, you know, keeping a positive attitude and being a good teammate. Throw to second, runner is safe. Which might seem like, well, yeah, of course. But that's not always the case. And here's Nick Blakeney, walked his first time up. Blakeney batting with the tying run and scoring position here in the top of the third of this Monday night in Fairbanks. Went to the Fountainhead Auto Museum today here in Fairbanks. It's one of the weirdest fits, this particular museum in Fairbanks. Runner takes off for third, there's no throw, and it's ball 4. The Fountainhead Auto Museum, if you look it up, you'll see it is an incredible collection of early 20th century cars up through maybe the 50s, 1800s vehicles and bicycles. And yeah, they all run. It's an incredible collection. They're all restored, pristine. And the pitch is inside from Wolf. C.J. Berthon. Batting here with runners at the corners and 2 down. Takes outside. I mean, and some of them they let you get in. But what's crazy is they have a car there that's a steam engine from like 1910. This thing went just as fast backwards as it did forwards, or does. It's a steam engine, Burnley. We had steam engines in 1910. And you're telling me that we don't have something better than the internal combustion engine? 110 years later? All those inventions in a few years, all those massive inventions in the Industrial Revolution, and you're telling me they don't have the technology to have a car that doesn't run on oil?
They make more money.
Exactly. Well, yeah, I won't go into all the reasons why they tell us that, but It's ridiculous. Well, that's enough about that. Getting mad. 3 balls and 2 strikes here as we get back to baseball. C.J. Berthon, the batter with runners at the corners. Runner at first takes off and is grounded right to second. Fielded by Clark, throws on to first. No damage done on a hit and a walk. We played 2.5 from Growden. It's 3-2 Goldpanners. Goldpanners and Pro-Am All-Stars game 5 of 6. Panners have taken 3 out of 4. Took the first 3, and then the All-Stars winning in come-from-behind fashion last night. Trailed 4-2 in the 9th before rallying. Panners had a chance but could not get the equalizer. And here's a ground ball to short off the bat of Mullen. And a 6-3 ground out. Mullen 0 for 2 so far in the game, brings up Vinny Venverlo. Just to go back to the Auto Museum, though, without my rant, it is just the weirdest thing to be in Fairbanks, Alaska. But a lot of those cars were raced here in the 40s, the 30s, the 40s, and 50s. They're like, they have these wicked-looking kids' race cars. And there's these films of kids racing in black and white on these tracks in Fairbanks. I mean, it's really wild, these. And the bicycles and the motorcycles, they have these old 1912 Indian motorcycles. And yeah, it's just the wildest place. And many of the cars are the last one in existence. Some of them, there's only 4 in existence. And here they have this gorgeous one. I'm a guitar freak, so I kind of look at it the same way, and I can appreciate it in similar ways. But it's, man, it was wild. V12 motors on these old luxury cars. Here's the 2-1 to Venverlo, and he takes inside. Some of these cars, Bam Bam, were the cost as much or 6 times as much as the average house did in that day. So some of them never sold a single one. They built them and then they never sold. These luxury vehicles. But they're way more comfortable than you would think. true. The safety features were limited. Foul back by Venverla. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out with the bases empty. But they have video and pictures of people driving these cars through Alaska in the early part of the century on these cliffside dirt dugout roads. You know, and there's no roof. Your arms are just hanging out over the side, just terrifying. Ball 4 to Venverlo. And I'm not like a car geek, so you don't have to be a car freak to go to the museum and just get blown away. So Davidson will bat here. He homered to right his first time up. Takes a strike here from Baranasiri. 1 out, runner at first. Davidson the batter with Shermer on deck. Davidson batting .211 so far as a Goldpanner, 8 for 38 prior to this game. Two and 0 here on Garrett. Swings and misses. Swung on and fouled off. So the count will even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Panners finally getting some early runs with a 3 spot in the second inning. 4 base hits so far. This one off the end of the bat softly towards shallow left and over the head of the shortstop Alvarez, so everybody's safe. First and second with 1 out.
Shortstop Lucas Shermer.
And friends, I've been informed that tomorrow night's game will be a 7-inning game. I'd rather tonight was a 7-inning game so I get on the road a little quicker, but I'm told tomorrow will be a 7-inning game, and the reason being that the All-Stars have a flight to catch, and we've been playing some long games. So, and you can't miss that flight out of Fairbanks. An off day on Wednesday, and then Team Philippines comes to town. They were here last year. Pretty good team. Two on for Luke Shermer. Doubled and scored in the second inning. Takes a pitch low from Baranasiri. Right-hander from Chaffey College. If you're looking for pictures from this series, go to the Goldpanner Instagram and Facebook pages and TikTok. Fouled off by Shermer.
We did one of those like last year. Was it last year or the year before? Remember McKinley came up and had us made us a TikTok.
Yeah, we haven't been in any TikToks this year, Bam Bam. We had that one good one last year. Nobody wants to see us, though. Called. Strike 3. Down goes Shermer looking. I don't think he knew that was a 3rd strike. And here's Evan Rolbecki. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And again, Rolbecki wearing number 20 today for reasons unbeknownst to us. Rolbecki, formerly of Cyprus. Going to play at Hawaii. Sharply hit foul ball from Rolbecki. Evan batting .267 on the summer. He too had a good GFI. For a strike, and Goldpanners and Carlos Gonzalez on the hunt for another catcher with the probability of losing catcher Ian Armstrong. Can't have just one on the roster. Too much pressure on Efren Ortega. This ball is hit to left. It is going back, and it's caught on the warning track by Sanchez. Earl Becky out number 3. Panners
Fairbanks Chevrolet
leave a
GMC.
couple on one base hits, but they lead it 3-2 after 3.
Leading off the top of the 4th, designated hitter David Trujillo.
Goldpanners and Pro-Am All-Stars. Good ball games so far. They've all been pretty good. Close scores, comeback wins. Somebody's come back in every game to win. Last night it was the Pro-Am All-Stars. They've been resilient all series, though. And Connor Wolf out for his 4th inning of work, facing David Trujillo, the designated hitter, then Jeremiah Sanchez and Robert Castillo. Fouled out of play.
The foul ball sponsored by Spalding Chiropractic.
Temperature is great right now. It was like 68. And I think we may have seen our last 80-degree day until next June. Already starts to cool down in the middle of July. And for the next week, we don't see 80 degrees. So I think that the hot part of summer is over.
Now batting left
Swing and a
fielder
miss, and
Jeremiah
Trujillo
Sanchez.
strikes out for the 2nd time. Brings up Jeremiah Sanchez. Yeah, we might have seen the end of the heat wave here in Fairbanks. One strike and one out. Sanchez the batter with Castillo on deck. Tried to go to the Children's Museum today, but it was closed. Have you been there, Bam Bam? You never been there?
What's in there?
Well, I don't know. I tried to go and it was closed.
You've never been either?
No. Went to the one donut shop in town today. Was going to bring a box of donuts back for Panner Manor, and at noon it was already empty. That's the only donut shop in Fairbanks, and it was cleaned out.
Donuts at Fred Meyer's, but
Yeah, not the grocery store donuts. Ball 4 to Sanchez, a 1-out walk. Brings up Rob Castillo.
Pinch hitting, number 18, Jonathan Long.
Oh, Jonathan Long is going to pinch it for Castillo. Here we go, substitutions. Castillo wins an 0 for 1 day, second base. And Jonathan Long, redshirt freshman from Cerritos. Good job for Wolf getting in front here, 0-2. That one is grounded right side. Flip to the bag. Nope, no flip to the bag. We'll turn and throw to first because they weren't going to get Sanchez. So 4-3 ground outs, 2 down. Tyler Oviedo Cowens. Seattle Studs have been on fire since Goldpanners eliminated them in that 15-inning semifinal game in Grand Forks. A few years ago, the Studs came up here. We swept them in Fairbanks, and then they won their next, I think it was 21 games, something crazy. And I think that was the first year they won the NBC World Series. So we'll be seeing them in Wichita. I'm wondering if they'll be in our bracket or how the tournament will seed everybody. The high seeds are going to be. Here's the 1-strike pitch from Wolf to Oviedo Cowens, and it's 1-1. The high seeds are going to be Santa Barbara Foresters, Seattle Studs, the Hayes Larks, who won it last year finally, and probably the Goldpanners. Man, a few years ago, whoever represented the Alaska League as the top team in the ABL automatically got the #1 seed before the season started. And that was when the Alaska League would send 2 or 3 teams. The tournament would take every team in Alaska. But the financial issues have curbed the appetite of the ABL teams from going to Wichita. Now the Goldpanners, who are no longer in the ABL, the only team that has any ambitions for out-of-state postseason tournaments. The ABL plays a best of 3 at the end of the year. Last year, the whole thing got rained out. Didn't play a single, didn't throw a pitch. And they just gave the championship to the higher seed. This one is chopped over the mound. Good. Oh, safe is the call on the throw from Clark. Oof. So an infield hit for the speedy Oviedo Cowens. And the inning continues. Top of the order, Daniel Briones. 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Strike called. Someone's singing Jingle Bells down there. A little early for that. 2 strikes. And Daniel Briones. Maybe they went down to North Pole today. Santa Claus house.
Santa Claus Lane.
On Santa Claus Lane, that's right. Right next to the reindeer farm that they have there. Runner takes off. Throw to second, and a nice play by Clark just to field that ball from Ortega. So a delayed steal with the ball on the turf. So second and third now with 2 down. And the Goldpanners clinging to a 3-2 lead here in the top of the 4th. And Connor Wolf facing Daniel Briones, who's 1 for 2. In the 2-2 delivery, swung on and lined out of play.
Captain's log, stardate 3541.9.
The ball brought to you by Advanced Family Dentistry.
And another 2-2 from Wolf. First base open. Oh, wow. And did that hit the bat? It did. It came a fastball up and in. Briones ducked out of the way of it, but the top of the bat was in the line of the baseball. The baseball caroms off that, so it's a foul ball, and that keeps the runners stuck at second and third, at least for now. And now a payoff pitch from Wolf with Alvarez on deck. Ooh, did he go? No, they say he did not. Well, scoreboard was wrong. It's now 3-2. Now we'll get a payoff pitch from Wolf. And he fouls that one back. A little slider coming in on the hands, going back across the plate. Spins it off the top of the lumber. And another 3-2 from Wolf. That's outside for ball 4. Second walk of the inning, an infield hit mixed in. That means the bases are loaded. 3 walks in the game for Connor. And also 3 strikeouts. And now time is called. Here comes Vince. My prediction is pain. Out to the mound. Pitching coach for the Goldpanners. First year in Fairbanks out of Hope International. He will gather the troops on the mound, and we will see if the bullpen gets up and going here in the 4th. We would really love it if Connor could go 5 or 6. And they will break up this conference. And now the bases are full. Devin Alvarez, 1 for 2 with a single, facing Connor Wolf. All-Stars trailing by 1, threatening here with 2 down. First pitch is outside for ball 1. One and one. Crowd trying to encourage Connor Wolf here. 2 balls and a strike. The base is stacked. There's a strike throw to first. They've got the runner picked off, and Garcia will tag him out. Wow. A base running mistake by the All-Stars, and it ends the inning, and the bases were loaded. Go to the bottom of the 4th, 3-2 Goldpanners. Alex Garcia leads off for the Goldpanners and lifts this one high down the left field line on the first pitch, the bottom of the fourth, and it's tracked down by Sanchez.
Back to the top
Garcia
lineup.
out number
Cole
one.
Clark.
What a play to end the top of the fourth. The base is loaded and a 2-2 count. It was called strike two was the pitch to make it 2-2, and Ortega with a throw to first. Garcia picks off the runner who was leaning the wrong way. And that ends the threat in the inning. Cole Clark 0 for 1 with a walk so far. Panners leading 3-2 here in the bottom of the fourth. Checking the YouTube chat. Hello, Dustin Nunez. Josh Coletta chiming in about, we were talking about the smoking area in my high school. And when I was there, it's of course no longer there. Outside 2-1. Josh says went to high school in North Carolina in the early 2000s. No official smoking area, but it was always behind the cafeteria. There's a little popper into shallow center field. Oviedo Cowens in to make the catch. Takes care of Clark for out number two. Brings up
Now batting,
David Shackelford, who's 1 for 2. I don't think, and Bam Bam kind of confirming this for me, I don't think they're really smoking in the schools anymore. Now it's the vape sensation, which is arguably much worse. Ron's tuned in, cheering on the Panners. So is Andy Bunton. Andrew Angelo, the father of first base umpire Dan Angelo. Right-hander's pitch softly towards third. Briones in a very quick 1-2-3 inning for Gabriel Baramasiri. Played 4 complete here from Growden. It's 3-2 Goldpanners. Ground ball right back to the mound, and Connor Wolf plays it himself The toss to Garcia at first base, and Alvarez out number 1. Here in the top of the 5th inning, Growden Memorial Park. It's breezy. Very, very smoky, but temperatures in the upper 60s. Second to last game between these two. It's been a fun series. Hope you've enjoyed it out there in PannerVision land. You know, we asked the question a couple of days ago. We didn't get any answers. I know a lot of Goldpanner families tuned in. We have 3 Lucases on the team. If it's not too intrusive, wondering if Lucas came from, the name Lucas came from like a television personality or something like that. Because about 20 years ago, I mean, the Star Wars movies were getting rebooted and the new versions. Luke Skywalker, of course. George Lucas. Maybe that was it. I don't know. Hoping for a little help here on the YouTube chat. Carlos Morales, the batter.
I wasn't alive yet, so I don't know. 2's up next.
The 2-2. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. Because Morales, which is big, Morales homered in the first inning, and then the third he drove one to deep center field that was tracked down by David Shackelford. That time, called out on strikes. Here's Nick Blakeney. I hear the ice cream truck. Blakeney has walked in both plate appearances against Wolf. Connor has walked 4 in the game. 2 up and 2 down, though, here in the 5th. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Wolf looking for his first 1-2-3 inning of the game. Blakeney awaits the 1-2. And it's grounded right side. Clark scoops and throws on to first at a 1-2-3 5th for Connor Wolf. He's getting stronger. Half a ball game in the books. Panners lead at 3-2.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th, Efren Ortega.
That's the voice of Raleigh Johnson, radio personality here in Fairbanks. Also the public address voice of the UAF Nanoks hockey team and the Fairbanks Ice Dogs junior hockey team. And of course, your Goldpanners. Efren Ortega, followed by Jamie Mullen and Vinny Venverlo, 3, 4, and 5 spots in the Goldpanner batting order. You're on a smoky night in Fairbanks. Pardon me. Somebody plays Sweet Leaf. Speaking of which, 2 nights ago, the last ever Black Sabbath performance. A long list of incredible bands and musicians. I haven't really gotten to see much of it, just some clips, a couple songs here and there, but it looked amazing. There's Ozzy and Black Sabbath say farewell one final time. I think it's for real. I did go to Ozzy Osbourne's farewell tour in 1992, so I know these things are never really over, but with the Oz's health problems and the age of the entire band, and just because it was an epic finish that can't be topped from what I've heard. Ozzy singing from a chair because he could no longer walk without assistance, so I think that's it, but a great way to end it. Ortega with a 3-2 count. Checked his swing, it hit the end of the bat, rolled up the line, but it goes foul. We'll get another chance at it. So it comes to an end. Let's see, the first album was released in 1970. So before you, Bam Bam. And that was, so 55 years later. It's a decent career. Here's a 3-2 to Ortega, and he hits this one high and deep to right. Going back is Blakeney, looking up into the smoke, and he makes the catch. Ortega's out number 1. Brings up Jamie Mullen, the designated hitter. 0 for 2 in the ball game is Mullen. Ground ball to short. Hard hit, but fielded by Alvarez, who throws to first, but off the mark. Good job by Mullen.
Now batting, Vinny Venverlo.
He's in safely. Gives the Goldpanners a runner at first. With 1 out. Base hit for Mullen. A strike called on Venverlo. 0 for 1 with a walk so far in the game is Vinny Vincent Venverlo out of San Diego. Batting .273 on the summer. Working here with a ball and 2 strikes against Gabriel Baranasiri, who started this game and works here into the 5th. Connor Wolf has gone 5 for the Goldpanners. Baranasiri's 1-2 delivery. Slider misses off the plate. Chop left side, it goes foul right at the bag, and a break for the All-Stars. It goes under the glove of Briones, but it was a foul ball. And also sort of mirroring yesterday's Goldpanner start, Connor Wolf. 5 innings, 2 runs, with both runs coming in the first. Raymond Padilla yesterday gave up 2 runs in the first, and then nothing after that. Vinny Vincent with a 2-2 count. Outside for ball 3. After Venverlo is Davidson, who's 2 for 2 with a home run. And the payoff pitch is blasted to left. Sanchez goes back to the wall, and it's gone. A payoff pitch. 1 out, 2-run home run for Vinny Vincent Venverlo. And it's 5-2 Goldpanners. Helmet taps at home plate. The Panners brought the bats tonight.
Coming to the plate, Garrett Davidson.
Wow. A couple of home runs for Fairbanks in the game. And also one for the All-Stars. Here's Garrett Davidson now. 5-2 Goldpanners. Davidson, solo home run back in the 2nd inning, singled in the 3rd. Freshman at UC San Diego grounds one to 2nd. On to 1st, the throw is high. So Davidson is safe at 1st.
Now batting, Lucas.
Error charged. To Long. And now a conference on the mound, and that might be it. As we see Jacob Castillo come out. Is that going to be all for Gabriel Baranasiri? We'll wait and see. There's a right-hander throwing in the pen. And they're going to come and break up this conversation. And it looks like maybe Baranasiri will continue here, but it's some trouble. Gives up the 2-run home run here in the 5th. Now a runner at 1st with 1 out. And they make the signal. So pitching change coming up here at Growden. It's 5-2 Goldpanners. The new pitcher into the game is number 21, Aiden Bustillos. Aiden Bustillos, number 21. Right-handed pitcher from Bethesda. A senior facing Lucas Shermer with Gold at first. 2 runs already in on the 2-run home run for Vinny Vincent Venverlo. Way inside, and Shermer somehow backs out of the way. Garrow Von Dane here in Fairbanks. Another sparse crowd tonight. The smoke is keeping a lot of people away. It's really bad today. And now time is called. And the pitcher, Bustillos, has hurt himself. And he's pointing to his right arm or elbow. Oh, jeez. He's thrown 2 pitches. Well, and they're looking him over right now. The Goldpanners taking some time. And here comes Trainer Dave out of the dugout. Jimmy Kimball out of town right now, head trainer. So Dave's coming out to look at the arm of Aiden Bustillos. And we will take a timeout here in Fairbanks. It's 5-2 Goldpanners, injury timeout. In the bottom of the 5th inning, back in a moment. New pitcher into the game for the All-Stars. That's it for Aiden Bustillos, leaving with an apparent arm injury after a couple of pitches. So he departs, and enter number 29, Alec Waddell. Alec Waddell, the right-hander, with the runner at first. And the batter is Lucas Shermer after a long break. And he's got a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Alec Waddell, right-hander from Golden West College, redshirt freshman. We saw him in game 1 of the series. Pitched 2 innings. We've now had to quickly get loose after the premature departure of Aiden Bustillos with an arm injury. And it's a base hit to left. Shermer, how about that? A long break between in the middle of his at-bat. Shakes it off, drives the ball into left.
Coming to the plate, Evan Rolpecki.
Third hit of the inning, and now Gold at first and second. Still just 1 out here in the 5th. Panners leading 5-2. Evan Rolpecki, 0 for 2 in the game. And he blasts this one high, foul. Evan 2 for 12 since returning from Grand Forks. Here's the 0-1. And he rips one, but right at the third baseman, Briones. Oh, just rotten luck there for Evan, who seems to hit the ball hard a lot. It brings up Agar with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. Panners would like to get a little more breathing room here, because neither team has been able to hold a late lead. Waddell's pitch up and in on Agar. 0 for 2 in the game. Alex went 2 for 4 in last night's game with 2 runs batted in, 2 runs scored. All out of the 9 spot. Takes a strike on the outside half. Reached on an error and scored in the 2nd inning. Flew out to left in the 4th. Oh, and it hits him. 1-1 pitch. Drills Garcia.
That hit by pitch sponsored by the Satterberg Law Office. Back to the top of the lineup.
And the bases are full of Gold as Davidson goes to 3rd, Shermer to 2nd. Garcia on at 1st, and now a dangerous part of the game for the All-Stars. The Goldpanners leading by 3, and now have them loaded. But there are 2 outs. Top of the order hitter, Coltrane Clark. Oh for 2 with a walk so far. Takes outside for a ball. Shackelford to follow if Clark extends this inning. Bottom of the 5th here in Fairbanks. The 1-0 is grounded back off of Waddell's glove, but he can't make the play, and everybody's safe and run scores. Clark with a RBI as the Goldpanners pick up another run, and everybody moves up 90 feet. Wow, that was a really tough play for Waddell. got his glove on it, but it rolled away towards second base. And no shot to make a play. And here's Shackelford now, the 9th batter of the inning. Waddell has got to retire Shackelford if the All-Stars want to hang around in this one. Big trouble right here. Strike is called. That ball's up and in. David Shackelford is 1 for 3 with an RBI single. He bats here with gold on every base. 2 down. Shack fouls this one back to the netting. Ball with 2 strikes. Called strike 3. Shack strikes out looking, but the Goldpanners score 3 runs. Take a 6-2 lead after 5.
CJ Berthoff.
Brent Godina checks into the game for the Goldpanners. New pitcher on the mound here at Growden. Brent Godina, the right-hander, Cal Riverside. UC Riverside. Facing CJ Berthon, then Dave Trujillo and Jeremiah Sanchez. 5, 6, and 7 spots in the All-Stars batting order. And it's grounded to first. Agar steps on the bag for the easy first out here, top of the 6th inning. 4 straight
David Trujillo.
All-Stars retired the last 3 by starting pitcher Connor Wolf, who completes 5 innings, giving up 2 runs on 5 base hits. Connor struck out 3, walked 4. Gave up those 2 runs all the way back in the 1st inning, nothing since. Trujillo 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, now facing Godina. 6'4", 240-pound right-hander from Lockford, California. Ball and a strike. A really good outing his last time out. And it's popped up right side, foul territory. Garcia has room and will make the catch for out number 2.
Coming to the plate, Jeremiah Sanchez.
Brent Godina pitched against the All-Stars in Game 1 of the series. He came out of the pen through 4 scoreless on just 1 base hit. As the Goldpanners won it 4-3 comeback fashion. Well, Brent trying to build off that outing. And facing Jeremiah Sanchez, who's been on base both times today. Bunt, single, and a walk so far. All-Stars took a 2-0 lead in the first, but that's been it offensively for them. Goldpanners 3 in the second, 3 in the fifth. Lined out of play. Looking forward to the Dave Winfield statue, hopefully getting installed in the coming weeks here in Fairbanks, right across the street from the ballpark is what we're told. It was unveiled last year at the Midnight Sun game, but they didn't have the borough hadn't settled on a place to install it yet, so it was just sitting on a crate. They forklifted it out, and now it's waiting for its final resting place. Here's the 2-2. High chop over the mound, charging it. Shermer gets it, throws high, but wasn't going to get him anyway. So base hit for Sanchez with 2 down here in the 6th, and that brings up
Coming to the plate,
Jonathan Long, second baseman out of Cerritos. Replaced Rob Castillo after Rob had just 1 at bat. Long is 0 for 1. Well, I got to make that drive down to Anchorage tonight. Get in sometime in the early morning. And then a few hours later, we'll fly back up. So planning on being here in time for tomorrow night's series finale. Throw to first, runner back safely. Garcia holding the runner on. Godina paying close attention to him with 2 outs. And Jonathan Long at the plate. This is down low. Panthers feeling good with 9 hits today. The only hitless inning was the 4th for Fairbanks. That one's chopped foul. Godina readies with another 1-2. This is outside. It's 2-2. On the year, this is the 5th appearance for Brent. But this is not updated, so I'm not going to read the rest. Never mind. 11 1/3 coming in, that I know. Runner takes off for second, throw not in time. Stats apparently not updated on the website, so I can't give you that information. Three and two to long with two down. Sanchez gets himself into scoring position. And it's fisted down the line. That's a fair ball. That'll score a run. Rounding third is Sanchez. He scores easily, and all the way over to second base goes Jonathan Long with a 2-out RBI. And they do manufacture a run here.
Oviedo, Cohen.
The infield hit for Sanchez. He steals second and then scores on the double by Long. Just using the strength off the skinny part of the bat down the line. And now Tyler Oviedo Cowens takes a pitch inside for a ball. Cowens is 1 for 2 today. Infield hit. He's fast. Also popped up to first. Now 7 hits for the All-Stars. Pitches up high. We thought it was going to rain all day today. Instead, it rained last night pretty quickly after our game ended. And a little bit this morning, but nothing since. Thought it was going to rain a lot more. Rain in the forecast all week through Thursday. Hopefully, if it's not raining here, it's at least raining on some of the fires. Here's the 2-1. In for a strike, 2-2. Godina to Tyler Oviedo Cowens. From Bethesda University, a junior. The 2-2. And it swung on and rolled towards third. Trouble, though. He's fast. Throw is just in time from Venverlo. All-Stars pick up a run on 2 base hits. Played 5.5, friends. 6-3 Goldpanners. Efron Ortega leads off for Fairbanks. Goldpanners enjoying a 6-3 lead. Hope you're enjoying Goldpanners baseball on PannerVision. Good ball game going on here on the field. Also a pretty good one going on in the behind seats area where there's always a variety of games going on, but pretty competitive battle happening between those youngsters. Yeah, it's a one-strike pitch to Ortega from Alec Waddell. Third pitcher of the game, Gabriel Baranasori. 4 1/3. In the start, Aiden Bustillos came in for 2 pitches, then was apparently injured, leaving with what looked like an arm injury. And that brought surprised Alec Waddell into the game quickly. Facing Ortega, Mullen, and Venverlo. Hits him. Ortega no chance to get out of the way of that pitch. Fastball high between the shoulders. Ortega will take his base. Second time he's reached safely, if you consider that safely. And Jamie Mullen, 1 for 3 in the game. Scored a run in that 3-run fifth for the Goldpanners. Waddell's pitch is up and in. Runner at first base with nobody out. And a 1-ball pitch coming to Mullen. And it's 2-0. They tossed to first. Ortega smiles. Jamie Mullen, 3 for 9 as a Goldpanner. Line right to first base and a double play with Ortega on the move. Ortega's doubled off.
Coming to the plate, Vinny Venverlo.
And just like that, 2 down for Venverlo. Vinny Vincent with a 2-run home run in the 5th inning. Second home run as a Goldpanner. Batting here with Garrett Davidson on deck. One for 2 officially with that walk in the 3rd inning. He awaits the 1-1 from Waddell. Takes up high. 2 balls and a strike. There is a right-hander throwing in the pen for the Pro-Am All-Stars. Also a right-hander in the Goldpanner bullpen. Here's the 2-1 delivery, and it's up high for ball 3. Goldpanners with a 6-3 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. It was 6-2, but the All-Stars picked up a run in the top of the inning. And it's ball 4. So Venverlo takes first base. And that'll bring up Garrett Davidson as the inning continues with 2 outs. And Davidson the batter. Garrett, a good day today at the plate. Solo home run. A single, reached on an error and scored in the 5th inning. Two down. The Panners still alive here in the inning. Strike called. Garrow Von Dane here in Fairbanks. Chevrolet GMC night tomorrow night. 907 Vacation Rentals Bark in the Park night. So bring your pups. And then an off day on Wednesday. Thursday, Team Philippines comes in for 6 games. Line shot foul. That's right. Raleigh. Was it the Filipino World Series? So Raleigh, after we played Team Philippines last year here, they loved the way he did public address and hired him to come down to Los Angeles and call the entire Filipino World Series down there. And 1-2, misses out. Are you going to do it again, Rawls? Three balls and two strikes. So the gentleman that hired you is not coming up? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. All right. But still a chance. Davidson, 3-2 pitch. Called strike three. That's it for the Panners here in the sixth. We'll go to the final third of tonight's ball game. It's 6-3 Goldpanners.
Leading off the top of the seventh, Daniel Briones.
Daniel Briones leads off for the All-Stars as we go to the seventh inning here at Growden Memorial Park, Fairbanks, Alaska. Hope you're enjoying Goldpanners baseball here on PannerVision. One more between these two tomorrow night. Don't miss any of the action. Tune in, turn on, and pan out. Panners and Pro Ambition All-Stars wrap up the series tomorrow night. Goldpanners, if they win today, have wrapped up the series, clinched it. If not, they'll get one more chance tomorrow night. But leading here, 6-3 as we start the seventh. But like I said, every game has been a comeback win. The All-Stars keep the trend going here in Game 5. Godina's pitch is grounded to first, and it's a fair ball fielded by Garcia, who will step on the bag himself. The ball went right over the first base bag. And so Briones is out number one. And that will bring up Devin Alvarez, who's 1 for 3 in the game.
At the plate, Devin Alvarez.
With a stolen base. So it's getting late in the ball game here with the All-Stars trailing, but the All-Stars trailed 4-2 yesterday in the ninth and scored 3 runs. Went on to win that game 5-4. Here's a ground ball to second and a 4-3 ground out. That will bring up Carlos Morales. Morales, dangerous hitter. Remember, he hit that 2-run home run earlier in the game and gave another one a deep ride to center field. Grounded out 4-3 last time, or struck out looking last time. So officially 1 for 3 with 2 runs batted in. And now with 2 outs, base is empty. Takes a strike. Gadina trying to go 1-2-3 here in the 7th. Connor Wolf did it in the 5th. It's down to the turf. Wolf, good start today. 5 innings, 2 runs, both coming in the 1st. Off 5 hits. The 1-1. Checked his swing on appeal, said he did not go. Hope the rain can come a little bit these next few days and wash away some of this haze. Feel like we haven't seen a clear sky here since the day before the midnight sun game when that smoke started off in the distance back on June 19th.
Clear skies, but you guys were gone.
Yeah, that's what we heard. We heard it got kind of cleared up while we were in Grand Forks, but not for long. Strike 3 called. Gadina goes 1, 2, 3. It's stretch time. Time for everyone to get out your kazoos and get happy. It's 6-3 Goldpanners.
It's time for the 7th inning stretch.
I was walking on the street on a sunny day. A feeling in my bones says I have my way. I'm a happy boy. I'm a happy boy. Oh, ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey. My little dog Spot got hit by a car. Put his guts in a box and put him in a drawer. Oh, I'm a happy boy. I'm a happy boy. Oh, ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey. I forgot all about it for a month and a half. I looked in the drawer and started to laugh. 'Cause I'm a happy boy. I'm a happy boy. Oh, ain't it good when things are going your way? Hey, hey.
The 7th inning stretch brought to you by Lithia Chevrolet of Fairbanks. All right, get out your 50-50 ticket shirt.
New pitcher into the game as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning here from Growden. Panners leading 6-3 over the Pro-Am All-Stars here in Game 5 of the 6-game set. The new pitcher is number 22, Alejandro Rosas. Alejandro Rosas, the new right-hander, redshirt sophomore, uncommitted. And he will face for the Goldpanners the bottom 3 in the order, Shermer, Rolbecki, and Garcia. Panners leading by 3.
With a hot dog.
Ball and a strike with nobody out here as Shermer leads off a 2-for-3 night for Lucas. Doubled and scored back in the 3-run second inning that gave the Goldpanners the lead after the All-Stars scored 2 in the first. The Panners getting some early runs in the game for a change. Has to feel good for them and Coach Gonzalez. Panners would score 3 more in the 5th. That made it 6-2, and then a 1-run 6th for the All-Stars. Infield hit, stolen base, and then an RBI double for Jonathan Long. Brought in Sanchez. That made it 6-3. This one's rolled foul first base side where Matthew Gonzalez is coaching. Matthew had some tough breaks in that ninth inning yesterday when he was on the mound, especially that ball that was shot right back at him, bounced off of him. This one is hit to center field, but Oviedo Cowan's just a few steps to his right. Makes the catch. Shermer, hard hit ball, but out number one here in the seventh inning. Happy Boy dazzling the fans here at Growden between the top and bottom of the seventh inning, as he always does. Brought it looks like a shiny new gold pan. The pitch from Alejandro Rosas. Outside for a ball. 1-0, one out, and the base is empty here in the bottom of inning number 7. 6 runs, 9 hits for Fairbanks. 3 runs, 7 hits for the All-Stars. The Panners play a lot of error-free games, and that is a bit unusual. This is one of the more solid defensive groups in recent memory. New turf has probably made a difference too. It was installed in time for last season. A 3-0 pitch and a 4-pitch walk to Evan Rolbecki. First time he's been on base in the game. And that'll bring up Alex Garcia.
Alex Garcia.
0 for 2, but has scored a run. Been on base twice. He will be off to Butte College in Chico, California to begin a coaching career with Butte Junior College. And Rolbecki is out of the game. They're going to pinch run for him. Owen Mealy will be the pinch runner. Ball, no strikes on Garcia. Finished up his playing career at Kansas Wesleyan after starting at Butte. One ball pitch, in for a strike from Rosas. Mealy will replace Rolbecki in left after pinch running for him. And it's popped up high, foul territory, just out of the reach of Berthon. One out and a runner at first. Panners again would love to get a little bit more breathing room here. Garcia trying to come up with a big base hit. On deck is Cole Clark. Wind blowing out towards center field right now. Coming from our backs. We'll get a first-hand look at how the Fires are going tonight. Driving back down the Parks Highway. Although I haven't checked the alerts in the last few hours. Here's the 2-2. To make sure they're open. Three balls and 2 strikes now on Garcia. Runner takes off from first. Garcia reaches out and pokes one that's dropped on purpose, trying to turn 2, and they do it. Oh, smart play. Jonathan Long lets the ball fall out of his glove and then turns 2. And that's it for the Panners here in the 7th. Going to the 8th. Panners lead it by 3.
Leading off the top of the 8th, Nick Blakeney.
We go to the 8th inning here at Growden Memorial Park, Fairbanks, Alaska, on a comfortable but smoky night here in Fairbanks. Goldpanners leading 6-3 as we start the 8th, and Hunter Beck takes the hill for Fairbanks, the right-hander, number 39, Hunter Beck, freshman from Allen Hancock out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Starts with a strike on Nick Blakeney. Blakeney, a couple of walks, and also a 4-3 ground out. And now facing the new pitcher, Hunter Beck, after 2 innings from Brent Godina. Godina allows 1 run on 2 base hits. Didn't walk anybody, struck out 1. Connor Wolf is the pitcher of record for the Goldpanners. Pitched 5, giving up 2. And here's the 3-1 from Beck. Fouled back and out of play.
That foul ball brought to you by Fairbanks, Hearing and Balance.
Three and 2. Blakeney, Berthon, and Trujillo due up. 4, 5, and 6 spots for the Pro-Am All-Stars.
My Illudium Q36 explosive space modulator.
And a payoff. Ooh. Hunter Beck doesn't like the call. Neither does Coach Gonzalez. But it doesn't matter. It's ball 4 and a leadoff walk to Blakeney. He's walked 3 times in the game. So Blakeney takes his base, and here's C.J. Berthon, 0 for 3 in the game.
Pitch hitting number 16, Nakoa Siu.
Forget that. It's Nakoa Siu. Nakoa Siu. Junior from Pacific University. Ball and no strikes. Runner at first, nobody out. Beck deals a strike. Hunter Beck's 8th appearance, 17 1/3. 5 earned runs, 13 hits. And that one's chopped towards the dugout. Sarantos wants credit for scooping up that grounder. He's waiting for the applause. Here's the 1-2, swing and a miss. Big strikeout of Siu. Brings up Trujillo. Or rather, no. We're going to have a pinch hitter for Trujillo. It's going to be Bradley Boudreau.
No pitch hitting number 5, Bradley Boudreau.
In the DH spot for David Trujillo. So Trujillo ends an 0 for 3 day. Nothing in 1. Boudreau, freshman to be at Fordham University. All the way out in Manhattan. Runner takes off, and it's a line shot to center field. Oh, and a great sliding catch by Shaq, and he throws to first for the easy double play. And that ends the top of the 8th. What a play by Shaq. Hunter Beck says, that's all it is, right? 6-3 Goldpanners.
Cole Clark.
Cole Clark leads off for the Goldpanners. Bottom of the 8th inning. What a finish to the top of the 8th. Shaq with the big play in center field. Sliding catch coming in. Just off the grass. And here's Sanchez. Long. And the Oviedo Cowens are going to be due up in the 9th. Meanwhile, here's a ground ball to third. Clark is thrown out 5-3. And that's going to be the last hope in the 9th. Sanchez, Long, and Oviedo Cowens. Here's David Shackelford, 1 for 4 in the game, and that great catch in center field moments ago. RBI single back in the 2nd inning. Another good ball game between these two. Very entertaining series, but this one's not over yet, as anyone who's followed along knows. The right-hander's pitch. Alejandro Rosas, number 22 in green. Shackelford and then Ortega for Fairbanks, which is outside for a ball. Foul back towards the press box, just to our right. Pannerson Pro-Am All-Stars, one more tomorrow at 6:30. Need to look over the rest of the promotions for this final homestand. It just flies by after we come back from Grand Forks. Last year we went to Salt Lake City for the MGF Marshals tournament. It was great to be in my old town where I went to college, catch up with old friends and play some baseball. Ball 4 to Shackelford. Shaq walks with 1 out, brings up Efren Ortega. 1 for 3, was also hit by a pitch. So bark in the park night tomorrow. Bring your dog. The next promotion that'll bring in a big crowd is all by itself is Friday, July 18th against California Halos. And runner is taking his lead at first, and he's picked off. Picked off by the throw from Morales. And the tag by Siu. Back pick takes care of Shaq. And now Ortega batting with 2 outs and the base is empty. So Friday the 18th, it'll be UAF Alumni Association night. So we'll have a big contingent of local UAF grads and administrators, professors, the whole thing. Bam Bam's parents are going to be here. We both work there at UAF, doing science stuff, right? This one's popped back towards the seats. Alaska Army National Guard night, or day on Sunday the 20th, and then Fan Appreciation Day on Monday the 21st. Also, Rotary Club night on Saturday the 19th. So that whole series is going to have some big crowds, 18th through the 21st, and hopefully against Team Philippines too, especially if we can get some of this smoke out of here. 2 down. Here's the 2-2 to Ortega. Rosas misses outside. It's 3-2. Way up high for ball 4. Second walk in the inning. Ortega walks. Brings up Jamie Mullen, who's 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored. General Manager John Lorke treating the whole team and staff to the Great Alaska Salmon Bake last night. Man, it was great. Deep fried cod for me again. Got to have some of the halibut too. Thank you, Coach Dawson, for sharing your halibut. It was good. The cod's always good. That's the can't miss, really. Prime rib is great, but you know how it is with prime rib. It's got to be just right. Bam Bam always does the cod. Yeah, you're safe every time. It's going to be great. I already talked about the salmon the other day. Mullen awaits the 1-1 with a runner at first and 2 down. And it's fouled off. Mullen, a big frame, 6'4", 230. He's going to be a freshman at Sac State. He's from Concord, California, where I always remember that De La Salle High School program that was there, or is there. Won over 100 straight in football a while back. And 1-2 is outside. I went to see a playoff game there. They had the #1 recruit in the nation. He was talked about all the time in USA Today. And boy, he did not disappoint. Here's the 2-2. Outside for ball 3. He was a linebacker / running back named DJ Williams. Every time he touched the ball, he was gone. No one could tackle the guy. And he made every play on defense, and it was 49-0 at the half. I talked my sisters into going. I was visiting my sister in the East Bay. I said, please, can we go to see this high school game? And that's the last thing they wanted to do. And they said, we'll stay for half. And I said, that's all I need. Sure enough, that's all we needed.
Now batting, Vince Benberlo.
Mullen walks, so 3 consecutive walks. The first walk to Shackelford, he was picked off, back picked. And now there's going to be a pinch runner for Mullen as Izzy Diaz checks in. Hey, he's got his jersey back. So Izzy Diaz, the pinch runner at first. Goldpanners leading 6-3 here in the bottom of the 8th, and Rosas has to
Yeah, 6.
prevent any more Goldpanner runs.
Pitch running
Keep
number
the
6,
All-Stars within
Diaz.
striking distance if they want a chance. Vinny Venverlo, 2-run home run in the 5th. Two and 0 to Venverlo. Takes outside. It's 3-0. Oh boy, and Rosas having trouble finding the strike zone here in this inning. He walked one in the 7th too, but got a double play to get out of it. He has walked 4 batters in the first 7 that he has faced. And the 3-0 to Venverlo with Davidson on deck. Takes a strike on the outside half. 3-1 now. Can Rosas deal another strike? Venverlo and Davidson have both homered in the game. And the 3-1. Outside for ball 4. 4 consecutive walks. All-Stars were certainly hurt by the outing by no fault of his own by Adam Bustillos, who was the second pitcher into the game through 2 pitches and then left with an injury. Yeah, now a conference on the mound, and we'll see what happens
One
here
more
with
time, that 50-50 still not claimed. Ticket number 327-308. Ticket number 327-308. You want your 150
6-3 Goldpanner lead here in the bottom of the 8th, and a chance to break this game open here late.
308.
Panner's trying to clinch this series here.
327-308.
This meeting on the mound taking place. All they need is 1 out. The All-Stars, that is, to get out of this unscathed. But Alejandro Rosas has walked 4 batters in a row. Jacob Dominguez heads back to the dugout on the first base side. And here's Garrett Davidson. Mentioned that home run back in the 2nd inning, a 1-out solo shot. Officially 2 for 4. He has scored 2 runs. Davidson homered over the right field fence earlier, right down the line. Bases full of gold with 2 outs. Rosas misses downstairs. It's 1-0. Slight breeze to center field. Fouls this one off. It's 1-1. Danger time for the All-Stars. The base is stacked. And Davidson at the plate. Sharmer's on deck. Should Davidson reach? And the 1-1 delivery. Takes a strike. Ball and 2 strikes now. Rosas. Ground ball to first, and it's fielded at first by CU, and he races to the bag and wins that race against Davidson. So the Panners leave him loaded. They lead it by 3. We're headed to the 9th here at Growden, 6-3 Fairbanks. All right, 9th inning here. Hunter Beck is on the mound trying to close this one out. And he's facing Jeremiah Sanchez, Jonathan Long, and Ty Oviedo Cowens. 7, 8, 9 spots for the Pro-Am All-Stars. 6-3 Goldpanner lead. Beck, off-speed pitch, 1-1. Sanchez has been on base safely all 3 times. Bunt single, a walk, and an infield hit. Fouls this one off. Panthers trying to clinch this series with 1 to go tomorrow night, 6:30. Don't forget Bark in the Park night tomorrow. The Pups will be here. And the 1-2. Popped up, shallow left, coming in and getting underneath it and making the catch. There's Owen Mealy, who replaced Evan Rolbecki. Goldpanners with 6 runs and 9 hits, no errors again. And it's going to be this must be Robert Castillo. No, he started. And then Jonathan Long batted, and wait a second. It's not Who is it? They've all already played. This doesn't make sense. Oh no, Diego hasn't played. So it's Diego Briones.
Pitch hitting number 3. One of the number 3 is Diego Briones.
Ball and no strikes from Beck. Right-handed hitting Briones.
Exactly.
Pinch hitting here in the 9th inning. The 1-1 from Beck. 1 out, nobody on here in the 9th. This is down low for a ball. Hunter Beck helped in the 8th inning by a great catch from Shackelford. Racing in from center field, making a sliding catch just off the grass. This one is hit high down the right field side. Long run and diving for it, not able to get to it is Davidson. He'll chase it all the way into the corner, and flying around second on his way to third is Diego Briones. And he will get there with a triple.
Pinch hitting number 12, Zach Burrow.
The All-Star's not done yet. The pinch hitter here is Zach Burrow. So that's it for Ty Oviedo Cowens. It's now Zach Burrow. Cowens a 1-for-3 night. Runner at third with 1 out. Tying run is on deck. Takes ball 1 from Hunter Beck. And right-hander from Alan Hancock. Two and 0. Didn't miss by much. On deck is Daniel Briones. Strike is called. It's 2-1. Panners suffering their first loss since June 20th last night. Trying to end that losing streak at 1. And it misses again. It's 3-1 from Beck. Adjust the cap. Gets ready for the 3-1 offering with a runner at third and 1 out. This is outside for ball 4. So the tying run does come to the plate with just 1 out. So the fingernail chewing begins. Panners not out of the woods yet here in the 9th inning. Briones 1-for-3 with a double and a run scored. There goes the runner from first. No throw from Ortega as the pitch was way outside. And it's 1-0. And now time is called and Ortega comes out. Wants to talk to Hunter Beck, make sure they have everything squared away. Second and third now, so Beck now doesn't have to worry about the runners, just has to focus on Daniel Briones. Devin Alexander on deck. Beck has faced 6 batters. He's walked 3 of them. Briones readies and digs back in with a 1-ball, no strike count. First base open. Big thing is just to get an out here, however you can get it. And there is, must have been low. It's 2-0. Another hitter's count as Beck falling behind hitters here in this outing. That one misses outside. It's 3-0. Coach Gonzalez stands atop the dugout. And you can just watch. The 3-0 from Beck to Briones. Outside ball 4. And really Hunter's missing by a bunch on a lot of these pitches. The crowd murmuring. as the bases are now loaded for Devin Alvarez. 1 for 4 in the game is Devin. What? 2 for 3 in yesterday's game. And now the tying run is at first base. There's still just 1 out. Beck gets the strike. The 0-1. Oh, almost broke it back over the plate. Doesn't get the call. Now the crowd gives it to the home plate umpire. Beck. That one hit into center field. Shack started in, now moves back, reaches up and makes the catch. The runner will tag from third and score. From second, Burrow goes to third.
Coming to the plate, Carlos Morales.
But more importantly, that is the second out of the inning. 6-4 game. First and third now for Carlos Morales, who hit a 2-run home run in the first. And again, hit that boom shot deep to center field that was held in by the park, the deepest part of the park. In his second at bat, he has struck out the last 2 times. Swings and misses the first pitch from Beck. 2 down in the inning. Top of the 9th. Morales, the batter. Hits this one towards left center, and Shack makes a running catch to end the game. Wow. Hunter Beck hangs on by the hair on his chin as the Panners win it 6-4. Wow. It wasn't easy, and hasn't been for any of these 2 teams in this series. But the Panners clinched the series by taking 4 of the first 5. And tomorrow night, we will conclude this 6-game set with the Pro-Am All-Stars. Wow. Every game has been tight, coming down to the wire. Don't miss tomorrow night, series finale, 6:30 p.m. on Bark at the Park Pup Night. High fives all around for the Goldpanners, victorious 6-4 over the All-Stars. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Goldpanners baseball on PannerVision. We'll see you tomorrow night as these 2 do it one more time. Tune in, turn on, and pan out. For Raleigh Johnson, Bam Bam Burnley, I'm Garrow Von Dane saying so long from Growden Memorial Park. I'm going to hit the road for Anchorage. But I'll see you tomorrow, God willing. Panners win at 6-4. Good night, everyone.